Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video has been requested quite a lot of this style video. As a lot of you are here for my monthly grocery hauls, you've noticed I haven't done them in a while. And I've had quite a few questions on them, so I'm here to answer some of them questions in my messy house, but we will sort that out later because my food is going to defrost. I can't commit to doing a full month of grocery shopping and videoing it all, because when I do my grocery and when I do my food shops, it's normally straight after the boys do their swimming lessons and they're tired and I have to get my baby down for a nap. And when I get in, I just want to get the shopping put away, and the last thing I have time or capacity to do is film it. But I'm going to hopefully try and do a few more of these sporadic videos when I do have the time. And so people have asked if my food shopping budget have gone up because now that we've got another baby in the family and because of inflation. So if you've watched a few of my videos, you'll know that we had a budget of £400 a month for a family of 4, and that was everything. That was if we were going out for a meal, that was toiletries, that was absolutely everything, was that £400 a month. And it was getting tight, but we were making it work for a really long time. However, back in February and again in April, May time, our baby got really ill, and he nearly died, and we nearly lost him a couple of times, and it made me see things just a bit differently. So we have increased our food shopping budget, and we have reasons for that, because we originally at £400 a month for a family of 4. Now that my baby is also eating, we have increased our food shopping budget and household toiletries and things to £500 a month, and that is also takeaways and everything as well. But the reason we have done that, not because we couldn't get by before, we were getting by, but it wasn't that easy, but B, when our baby got ill, it made us realize how much we want to focus a bit more on our health, and we want to invest more in our food. And also, like, my husband and I really enjoy food. We enjoy eating together, we enjoy cooking, we enjoy that whole foodie experience, and it was getting harder and harder to come up with new creative dinners while having such a strict budget. Increasing it to £500 has given us a bit more leeway, and you'll see some of the items that I have gotten are completely different from what I normally buy, because we are starting to try in areas where we can make the switch. So one thing I have started to do over these last few months is, now I probably make about 90% of our bread from home. Every now and then I still do get a loaf. You'll see I've got a standard white loaf that we got, like my husband went and popped out today because we didn't have any bread in, and I haven't had time to make it because there's been a lot of birthdays going on. But I'm switching to making all of my own homemade bread through sourdough, and I am now switched to getting organic flour. I will at some point be getting a big bag of like 25 or 16 kg of flour, but I have a big bag of potatoes that I need to get through, and we don't have much storage in this house, so I need to wait until I've gotten rid of that potatoes and before I then go get a big bag of flour. But where we eat a lot of bread and make a lot of bread from home, I'm just trying to make that switch for a more of an organic option, because we have dealt with so much illness this year. I'm just not taking the risks with our health anymore, and it's only that I'm at a point where I can do this. If I had to still use the value options, then I still would, and you'll see still most of the shopping that I buy are still the value brands and the value options. However, there are some areas where we are choosing to spend that little bit more and enjoy our food more. And also, when we spend a bit more on our weekly food shop, then it also stops us from wanting to go out. Not that we do, but it stops us having that craving, because we know we've got really good food in the house, but in the long run we are still saving money. So we go out for dinner maybe once or twice a year, which this weekend has been wild because it's been a lot of friends and family birthdays. So this weekend I've been out twice for food, just me and Sol, but I did not pay for one of them. It was my sister's birthday, and my grandparents amazingly paid for it, and then another one was my friend's birthday, and I tried to just be quite mindful of how much I'm spending, I guess. But generally speaking, now we have a budget of £500, and what I do is at the beginning of each month, you're gonna be hearing the kids. At the beginning of each month, I do a £100 stock up shop on all of the basics that I know I'm gonna need this month, and then it makes my weekly shopping that bit easier, a bit cheaper. And also, like, when I've got 3 kids in the shops, the last thing I want to do is have hundreds of bags of heavy items that I have to move around. So I buy a lot of my heavy items I also do this click and collect food shop from Tesco's, where I can make the most of Tesco Club card points and the voucher scheme. And in Tesco's, a lot of the items I've bought, you'll see a price match to Aldi. So it's saving money by getting it from Tesco's because I'm getting the club card points, and then we can save up the club card points for other items. But let me just get to showing you what I've got, because the stuff is defrosting, and this is 1 month of the stock up shop. So this isn't a normal weekly shop. This is the items that I will use for the whole month, and I won't buy them again until my next stock up shop in the beginning of November. And then I will be doing a weekly shop each week of about between £60 and £100 each week, depending on what I need to fill in. I will try, hopefully it won't need to be voiced over. Let's see. Oh, it's very dark. I hope that wasn't all too dark for you. But we're going to start with the frozen items first, because I need to get this in the freezer. Oh, I'm about to run out of battery. I've got 3 of these vegetarian burgers. They are all, there's 8 in each. These are the ones that the kids eat. And Joel and I have just recently switched over to the Beyond Meat burgers. These were on sale, so they were £3 for 2, and it seems like a lot of money, but they are so good, and we only need 1 each. So we've just realised that having 1 burger each is enough, and they're so much yummier, it is worth for us to spend a bit more. And if you're going out for dinner now, you're going to spend like £17 on a vegetarian burger at a restaurant, whereas these, for each burger, it will work out under like £3 when you add all the fixings. So I'm going to put them in the freezer and get a new battery. I'll be right back. Put the burgers in the freezer, and there was 4 packs of 2 each. Some lime juice, some double cream. Sometimes I cook just with the cream, and sometimes I just turn it into butter and buttermilk. Some Greek yogurt. I normally buy my Greek yogurt from Aldi, and I will do, but I needed to make pancakes. What I do is on Sundays I make a ton of pancakes and freeze them for the week, and I use Greek yogurt in it, and I didn't have enough, so I thought I'd quickly add one of these to my order, but I also buy them each week for the kids. 2 vegetarian pepperonis that Joel likes to have on his pizzas that we have on Fridays. 1 tempeh that I use in my spaghetti bolognese recipe. If you'd like to see that, let me know. I don't know why this is separate to the other pack. Go back to it. And then again, this is a last minute order. We were out of cheese, and I'm not doing a food shop for a few more days, so I thought I'd add that. It means we can get us through to the next few days without having to buy anything else. I was running low on baking powder and bicarb, so I got some of those for baking. And then this is a thing that we have changed. As you can see, this isn't the normal flour that we get. We have switched over to organic flour, and like I said, I will be buying a big bag of flour because that is a way more affordable way of doing it. I just don't currently have the storage, so this is what we have to work with at the moment. I got this cheaper, strong white flour because I wanted to compare them, but I found that I really do notice surprisingly when I use this, but it's the organic strong white flour that I use for my sourdough, and I've just noticed a huge difference since switching. But I'm going to make a loaf of the same and then do a blind taste test and see if I can actually notice it on the taste wise. But I also like the idea of switching over to organic in some areas like flour, because we use it in so much stuff. And it won't be in everything, of course, we've got to pick and choose, but so I've got 8 of the strong white flours, and I got 5 of the organic plain flours and 1 of the value ones. I got 4 of these instant noodles. These are great last minute dinners for the kids. If not just like this, we add loads of other stuff in, but it's just an easy base that I know they'll eat, like a soupy, brothy noodles that I add in like veggies and things. Then a lot of tomato puree. I think there's 10 there. We use these for most dishes, but mostly as well we use quite a lot of them for our pizzas that we have on Fridays. So I think there's 10, 5, 10 altogether. And then sultanas, I could have got these from Aldi, but every time I go, they're in a place where I just seem to forget, so I thought I'd add them while I remember. Some yeast. I generally don't use much yeast now because we use sourdough, but it's always handy to have yeast in if I don't have enough time to make a whole sourdough loaf. Some granulated sugar, some crinkled cut, what they call gherkins for burgers, some sliced jalapenos. The thing I find about gherkins and jalapenos and the other thing that we got, which is sun-dried tomatoes, Aldi do not always have these in. Sometimes they don't have them in and then I get really annoyed. So if I buy them from Tesco's, then I know that I've got them in the cupboard just in case. And often some of them are Aldi price match. Not always, sometimes. Again, a yellow mustard. It seems to be something I just always seem to forget I do. This is the one brand that I do like. I've tried the cheaper brands and I just noticed the difference. So you know me, I won't buy a brand for no reason. So I just like the taste of this one more. So I'm going to spend a bit more and get the one I like the taste of more. Then we've got 9 apple juices. These are for the month, so these go up on our cupboards and we use about 2 a week roughly. We've got 6 orange juices. We still have a few from last month. We obviously don't go through them as quickly, so I didn't need to get as many as of those. And then pastas again. I'm not just now buying the value pasta because I realised I really enjoy the different types of pastas, and if you enjoy your food at home, you're less likely to go out for food. Not that it's something we ever really do, but food is such an experience for us, and I do appreciate things like different types of pasta. Rigatoni is my favourite pasta, followed by farfalle, and I absolutely love them, and I'm sure I butchered how I said them. Then my normal, we're not at the point where I can afford to get all organic tins or anything, and I don't know if I ever will be up for that, but we've got 9 organic chopped tomatoes, 6 coconut milks. These were on sale luckily. And then I normally buy the full thing of tins, but I realised that we were wasting some because my kids only really need like 1 portion like that, and then if one of me or Joel didn't tell the opposite that they were in the fridge, they would end up going in the bin after like a week or 2 of being in the fridge. So these are handy for my kids to do themselves. They also have the tin opener, but the little pulley rather than a tin opener, so they can make them all by themselves. Yeah, they are cheaper for the tin, but not per 100 grams. That's normally what I go by, but if we were wasting them anyway, then it makes sense to go for the small one. So I've got a few of those just to have in the cupboard, because we still have loads of tins in the cupboard beforehand. 1 tomato soup, again, always handy to have an emergency soup in. I tend to make my own, but again, the kids can make it themselves. That is the idea. And then another one of mine, I got 4 packs of custard creams. I tend to go through 1 pack of custard creams a week, and I do not like the Aldi custard creams. I can taste a difference, and the Tesco ones are so much better, so I get those and I don't regret it. They aren't much difference in price, and I feel like you get a lot more in here, but I just definitely think they're worth it. So that is my monthly stock up shop that I do something similar to this every single month. It sometimes will look different. There'll be things that I didn't have to add in this month. Sometimes I do have to add in. And I've got more things this month than I normally do, like the tomatoes, because I had gotten through all of those. But I won't do another thing like this now until the beginning of November, and then I will try and show you what a weekly food shop looks like. I'll try and see if I can film that this week and get that up to you after this, but I can't guarantee it. But yeah, that is everything I got for £100. It would have been obviously a lot cheaper if I did switch from organic. I have just noticed a difference, and I do appreciate it, and it's not a decision I made lightly. That is everything, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you did, or if you're surprised that I have increased my budget, or what your budgets have increased to, if they have, and how you've been getting on. And again, I don't have to do all this. This is a choice that I have made in our budget, in our finances, and this is what is so incredible about budgets. They do give you the freedom in areas. So we have decided in some areas to rein in and be more frugal, but in other areas we are going to, I guess some people might use the word splurge. I don't see it as splurging, because we do make everything from scratch. Everything is homemade. Well, not everything, you know what I mean. Like, I've got stuff that's not homemade, like pepperoni and burgers, but where we can. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and get a weekly food shop out to you after this, and if I can go back to my monthly food shops, I will, but I think it will look like once or twice a month I will try and get out to you a weekly food shop, and then maybe what I'll even do is save my receipts, and I can tell you how much we spend and if we are sticking to budget or not, I guess. And then, because there are some months where we're a bit over budget, because I will do a Costco run and I will stock up on washing detergent, dishwasher tablets and things like that, but then it means that I will just factor that into the next few months of my shopping and maybe make it so that we have £450 rather than £500 in areas. But that's everything. This is my £100 monthly stock up shop. Oh, also I've seen that only 30% of my viewers are actually subscribers. So if you do like my channel, if you do like my videos and you watch them and you're not subscribed, I would love it if you did so, because it does make a huge difference to my channel. But that is everything that I got, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.